Progress. More progress. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm taking an early lunch and making a quick trip over to Coliseum Comics so I can pick up the new Star Wars comic that's out, because I know there's a bunch of different variants and I have not had luck in the past with things not selling out before I get there. So window opened up, I was working at home, and I'm going to shoot over to the store and take advantage of it. Well, we got to Coliseum before the shipment got there, which was good because I ended up being the only person that was waiting around. They got in 12 different covers of the same comic. So if you're a geek and you're watching this, you can appreciate the fact that there's a ton of different variants when things come out, and the variants value in cost. So each different kind of cover has a different cost associated with it, or value, because there's covers that are more limited. I can't believe that I'm even saying that because I feel like hating myself for knowing this much. But apparently with this Star Wars comic, there's dozens of variants to try to track down. So I'm going to make a quick trip over to Books A Million, see if there's anything there that I don't have already, and see if I can pick something up there. And if not, I got to get back to work. Well, Books A Million had nothing out, so I got to get back home, get to work, and maybe come back out later and look at a couple of different comic stores and see what else they got, because apparently there's up to like 50 different covers, and I got to see what's available. For those of you who might be wondering where Jessie is, last couple of days, she's right here. Hard at work, studying. Quite the student. And trying out for her softball team, so she's been busy. Who doesn't love those inflatable guys? Well, it's post-work. We're going to try another Coliseum of Comics. This one's at Orlando Fashion Square Mall. I haven't been to this mall in years, but let's see what's going on. So we found the right place finally. Got some Star Wars characters outside. So I was only able to get one other comic over here. Very bummed. So this mall has a ton of random things in it. Like, why is there a Orlando Magic basketball court in the middle of the mall? And then there's just a giant bowling pin in the middle of the mall. And a giant ice cream cone advertising Hershey's ice cream upstairs. So now I'm going to look and see if I can find other comic stores in this particular area to hit and see if I can find the cover that I was looking for. Ironically, that Coliseum of Comics is not the one that I normally go to. However, they were the only one that was promoting that they had a big party with the 501st there. They had 3 people that were dressed up, which is great. I really appreciate the efforts of the 501st and the Rebel Legion, but they had like no selection at all. I mean, it wasn't even a point of like maybe they were wiped out. I think the store was just awful. I mean, out of all of the comic stores that I've been to in Central Florida, the one that's Coliseum Comics in Fashion Square Mall, it's really kind of abysmal. Alright, let's try the third Coliseum of the day. Well, that Coliseum was completely picked to the bone except for the standard cover, which is really a bummer. So now I am missing the one that I actually wanted to get. Out of having 9, there was one specifically that I wanted that I don't have. I'm going to try one last store on the way home and see if I can get it. If not, I'm not going to lose sleep about it. Alright, last stop of the day, we're going to go to Acme and see if they've got any other variants or toys. So this is the time that I tell you I don't know what the heck happened to the last piece of footage that I filmed, but when I got out of Acme, I told you guys, or I thought I told you guys, they didn't have anything. The only stuff that they had were comics that I already had, and for the comics that I had already, they were charging like $5 to $7 more per comic than I paid at Coliseum. So Acme, shame on you guys for trying to make an extra $1 on things, and I ended up with nothing there. So back to the footage. Hey, I'm listening to a little bit of Extreme right now because they announced yesterday or the day before that Extreme is going to play at the Orlando House of Blues coming up shortly, and it is the 25th anniversary of their landmark record, Porno Graffiti. Well, for most people, you'll know them from the song More Than Words. More Than Words was a huge song for them back in 1990. I'm not sure if it was 90 or 91 when the song was released. That really catapulted them to big heights because it was a crossover song where rock and metal was being played on the radio at that time, and it was a ballad, and I can't tell you how many people I know were like, that was their song. And anyway, I'm really excited to come into Orlando and play again. I haven't seen Extreme play in many years. Last time I saw them might have been opening for Bon Jovi in Philadelphia once upon a time. And I'm happy. This is also the time that you guys can all laugh at me and write comments down below about how my musical taste is so awful, because it's so all over the place. But I can take it, I have thick skin. Hey, I came home and Mary already made dinner. This looks fantastic. This is like pasta with broccoli and peas and tomatoes and chicken. Yummy. Alright, so I'm back. I'm going to show you what the haul was for today. This was the first variant cover that we were able to find. This is like an action figure type of variant cover. I think it's very well drawn, actually. There's going to be another variant cover like this every month for the next however long, and the next month is going to be Han Solo as a toy. And we've got this one. This looks kind of like a teaser with the two suns on Tatooine. We've got a blank cover for sketches, hopefully in the future. We've got this Han and Leia, you know, kind of looking like a little romantic type of look, and they've got the Royal Guards in the background that are dead. We've got this movie picture of Mark Hamill. You've got this other variant where it looks like they're trying to escape and they have their weapons drawn. This is actually the main comic, the common comic that's on the shelves everywhere. This is that version. This is kind of like a cutesy, cartoony type of variant. And then the last one is this version from Previews, Exclusives, Toy Fair, kind of like with framed up with all Stormtrooper toys on the cover. And that kind of does it. That's what I was able to find today. I'm not going to go crazy looking at all the other variants as I'm checking Twitter and Facebook and these other places and see that folks are finding literally dozens of different types of covers out there, and I just can't chase down anymore. I will say, I know that I've pumped Acme up in prior videos. Acme does have an incredible selection of toys and things like that, and they're located in Longwood, Florida. I checked there today. Their prices are a little bit on the higher side. What I could say is, like, for some of these variants that I was able to pick up today and find for whatever prices at Coliseum, Acme was typically like $5 to $7 more per title or per variant in their store. So, you know, I hate to see when there's such a discrepancy in prices out there, because it kind of makes me think that people are just trying to take advantage and make extra money. So, thanks for coming along for the ride today. That was Wednesday night. Tomorrow we got a really fun thing planned, so it's going to be really awesome. We're going to see some folks that we haven't seen in a bit, so leave that as a teaser. But for now, I'm going to head off to bed. Thank you for all of the likes, the comments, and the subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.